One.
How y'all doing, everybody out there in Facebook land? It's Against the Grain Sports. I'm your host, Jody Coleman. We're here introducing our people from our staff. We got another one that's coming on. We got Byron Park. Come on up.
How you doing, Byron? Jody Coleman. How you doing, man?
Have a seat.
Appreciate it, sir.
Go ahead and introduce yourself and who you are to the show.
My name is Byron Parker. I work for the Against the Grain Sports. I'm the NBA analyst. If you need any, I'll forward any questions you need about the NBA season from now till June of 2011. Come to me.
Actually, it's going to be beyond 2011 because we talk about this all year long. Just like this past summer, the LeBron James story basically took the whole, the Chris Bosh and all that, it basically took on the whole summer.
Yep.
We didn't even really have an off season. You really didn't realize that we had an off season in basketball. Really was no time off. But also, you're also a Denver Bronco fan.
I am.
You're also a Los Angeles Lakers fan.
Champions, baby.
You got two teams that are champions. You're also a Cincinnati Reds fan.
We went to the playoffs, buddy.
And we agree on that on something.
Yes,
and then
sir.
you also are a Ohio State Buckeye fan. We definitely agree on that one.
No doubt about it.
Let's go around the horn on those teams. Let's kind of discuss. Let's start with the Denver Broncos right now. How do you feel with them, the total debacle by the hands of the Oakland Raiders? How do you feel their chances are by winning the AFC West, which is a kind of weak AFC West, and they still have an opportunity to win? What do you think their chances are?
I think the state of the Denver Broncos is right now that when we lost to Oakland, when McFadden really had 4 touchdowns on us, man, I mean, Josh McDaniels really made this bad now, and then when you trade Jay Cutler, Brandon Marshall, man, I mean, God, we got DeVaris Thomas, really? I mean, you had Pro Bowl talent on your team. Can you imagine what a Cutler and a Marshall in the spread office would do?
But that's the thing. Are you blaming it on coaching? Because they still have Pro Bowl players on the team. I think that, is it time for Tim Tebow? Is it Tebow time in Denver?
You know what? I would say yes. Why not? I mean, you'd invest in 3 draft picks for him, so why put him on the field and let him see what he can do? You want to break him in.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, real quick. Playoffs?
Yes.
Wow. You ready to put Tim Tebow in, but he said playoffs.
Playoffs.
That's Against the Grain Sports. Okay, well, let's continue on. Let's keep going around the horn. Let's go to the Cincinnati Reds. They ended their season in the playoffs. What do you think Dusty Baker, what he did with the Reds, what do you think they're going to do next season, continuing on, bringing in more talent? What do you think they need to do to win the World Series?
See, this is where if I'm Walt Jockey, Dusty Baker, Bob Castelline, they need to huddle down in Arizona right now and look at where Yamir Alonso and all these prospects, Juan Francisco, you look at it, evaluate, say, okay, we need to go out and get a leadoff batter. I would love to see him get Crawford if the money.
That's not going to happen because you know the Yankees are going to get him. But go ahead.
But I mean, you got to take a chance. I mean, I understand that the conservative payroll that the Reds had for all these years, you finally got a taste of the playoffs.
Right.
You got to say, man, we can spend some money, just a little bit. I mean, the pitching is no problem. We got almost 7 strong in that rotation.
Right.
Go out and get it back. We ready to go in Cincinnati.
So do you think next year they go further than where they went this year?
Absolutely.
World Series?
Possible. I would say yes.
Champion?
Why not?
You heard it here on Against the Grain Sports. Okay, let's continue on going around the horn. Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, yes.
World champion Los Angeles Lakers. What do you see this year? They added a few pieces. Theo Ratliff. They brought in Blake. They also brought in Matt Barnes. They brought in a team that was good got better. What do you see them doing this year?
I think to stay as long as Kobe and everybody's healthy, 2011 champions, definitely.
So you're saying 3P?
3P.
So Boston has no chance?
None.
Are you serious?
0.
So how many games? Who did LA play in the championship?
Boston, but LA is 6.
Against the Grain, this is tape, this is YouTube, this is amazing. I think that they're going to have problems with the Portland Trailblazers out west. They'll have problems with the length. Greg Oden come back healthy, Joe Prisbilla. They got enough big men. I think they beat them, but they have problems. They have problems. Let's continue on. The Ohio State Buckeyes, something that we agree on. They got 1 loss. There's a lot of 1-loss teams out there, but Boise State is undefeated. Oregon is undefeated. Of course, Auburn is undefeated. It's a potential 6 teams can be undefeated at the end of the season. Ohio State, Alabama could be the 1-loss teams. Do you think that a 1-loss team, Ohio State, one loss Ohio State team could be in the national championship game?
Absolutely they can. I think Ohio State can still run the table because Auburn can still cancel each other out, or it can still cancel each other out. We know Boise State ain't going to pretty much lose because their conference is so weak.
Right.
So cancel them in probably number one. But you look at Auburn and Oregon, there's a very possible Ohio State can still slide up, say, man, we can still get the national title. Even despite they lost at Wisconsin.
Do you think they deserve to be in that national championship? Because I don't think they showed up at Wisconsin.
Yes.
Why? How do you feel? Trust me. I am an Ohio State fan, but do you think they deserve to be in the national championship game this year?
If they could show that what they did this previous Saturday and just go run the gauntlet, why not?
But why does it take Ohio State to lose a game before they come and play like that? It seems like that every year that they lost it last year to Purdue, and all of a sudden they brought out the dogs. Why did it take them to lose a game before they come out and open the playbook? Why does it take that?
I think because the conservative call of Jim Tressel, fabulous coach, phenomenal coach, but his conservative call irritates me. Let Terrell Power be an athlete. If you don't see no one open, run him, let loose.
But that's the thing. We've been waiting for that to happen, but it hasn't happened. He's going into his junior year, and it hasn't happened. So I just don't think it will happen. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying Ohio State still has the opportunity to go to championship?
Absolutely they do.
Will they?
Yes.
He said it on Against the Grain Sports?
Yes.
I'm going to go against the grain and say no. I'm an Ohio State fan, but I think Boise State deserves an opportunity to play for the national championship, y'all. Give Boise State a chance. Give them a chance.
I think it's going to be Ohio State, Boise State for the national title. January 7, 2011.
He said it.
Mark it down.
Let's go back to what you're here for. You're an NBA analyst. Well, give me a brief overview on your thoughts on this NBA season.
Oh, this is going to be a very exciting season, I think, because when June 1st, 2010 established, that was the dawn of the NBA season right there. Not when they just started this past Tuesday. Fine. But when June 1st, when LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, overrated, Joe Johnson, she got that contract, but I like him though. All these players went free agent. Everybody said, man, you see all these teams, they knock off these players so they can get signed up to at least 2 max players from New Jersey to Chicago to Miami to New York. Everybody, they said, man, we're going to score. At the end of the day, Chicago only got Carlos Boozer, solid pick. Right. New Jersey didn't get no one. That was smart because
they got Bo Outlaw. Oh, so Travis Outlaw. I'm sorry, Bo Outlaw.
Anthony Morrow. Miami ended up with the big 3. New York ended up getting Stoudemire, and that's a nice start for them. They still got cap space.
They do.
So you got to figure that all the analogies come to 2011 free agency next year, led by Carmelo Anthony, Jamal Crawford, all of them players, Samuel Dalibert, who's going to figure they're going to get a nice pay cut before this collective bargaining agreement kicks in, because now that the owners is trying to reduce the player's salary up to 34%. Wait a minute, Jody, correct me if I'm wrong, but what is these Memphises, these Atlantas are paying a Rudy Gay $85 million?
Right.
Paying a Joe Johnson $124 million. You know, I like Joe Johnson, but he ain't worth no $124 million.
And that's true. And see, that's the stuff is like that. It's the stuff we're going to be looking forward to this whole season. That's the stuff you'll be covering, getting behind the numbers. This man right here, Byron Parker, he'll be getting behind the numbers for you on Against the Grain Sports. I'm your host, Jody Coleman. Check us out on YouTube, Twitter. Put your Facebook questions on. Get your inboxing. We'll have questions and comments consistently all through the year. So please check us out. We'll be back with you shortly. It's Against the Grain Sports.